I just was thinking, like, I'm just so glad that I'm by myself, like, that I'm single, that I don't have to worry about nobody that I dealt with in the past. And I'm not concerned about being with anybody presently. I'm single and I'm not looking to mingle. I don't care if you ain't never, been in a relationship with me or I haven't been in no sexual relationship with you. I'm not interested in nobody right now. I really don't want to be dealing with anybody else from this city that I'm living in. I don't want it. I don't see it. I don't see it going good. I don't see it going good dealing with anybody from the past. Cause it was my fault. I allowed these people that I chose to deal with, I allowed them to play me like a fool, to make me look like a fool, to make me look like I'm not worthy of being loved. But it was okay for me to deal with them and love them how I felt I loved them, even if it include not buying them stuff, because people always think that because you buying somebody something that means the most. Like, I don't feel like that mean the most. I feel like the most means you spending time with them, you trying to get to learn them, you trying to understand them, you trying to be there for them, you trying to communicate with them. And like when you can't communicate with somebody that you're supposed to be in a relationship with, there is no relationship. The sex don't even matter. Like the sex could be good, but that don't even matter. But if you can't communicate with your partner like on a regular basis, it really ain't. There's no really. It's not really a relationship. You just choosing to be with that person because of convenience. You just choosing to be with that person because of that. And I allow myself to forgive myself for the mistakes of me allowing myself to be with people or to try to be with a person that I thought that I could communicate with, on a regular basis, but really I couldn't because you tell people this, you do this and that and the third with a person. Excuse me, especially when you telling them stuff and then all they do later is they take that and they use it against you, to throw back at you, to hurt you, to like throw stones at you. They don't use it to try to like understand you and be like, okay, I'm here for you. Like, not saying that y'all married, but you there for each other, like for better for worse. Especially if you kind of see yourself being with that person for the rest of your life or whatever, or for like a long time, like a long time, basically the rest of your life. But you just got to take that with a grain of salt and just understand that like the people you dealt with in the past, they wasn't really, especially if you know that they wasn't gonna work out and it didn't work out. It's just like it definitely is a lesson. You could have took a loss too, but it's still a lesson at the same time. So yeah, because if you couldn't communicate with that person and all they wanted was certain things from you, and none of it included really wanting to communicate effectively, then it really wasn't no relationship. It just was like convenience. It just was for like the time or whatever like that. It was just like because they wanted to deal with you at the time or they wanted something specific, whatever it was from you at the time. It wasn't really a relationship. It was just it wasn't a relationship. So, and you could been with somebody or have been with somebody or whatever, be with somebody for a long time and it's not really a relationship. It's just convenience, and they only with you because of certain things that they want from you at that time. It's not really them wanting to communicate with you about you communicating back and forth. It's just not a one-way thing. That's not how it's supposed to go. That's not how it work. But I'm glad that I'm by myself. 4 on the clock. I'm glad that I'm by myself. I'm not choosing or looking to go back to be with anybody from my past. And that means past, like past tense. Everybody that I've dealt with, whoever, how I dealt with you, whoever they is past tense. I'm not looking to get back with nobody from the past. I'm just looking to focus on myself and move forward. So, I'm not really looking to deal with anybody else from where I live at or reside at. I don't see it. That's just how I feel about it because I just feel like everybody just try to like, basically play in my face and just use what I told them or whatever, use that as an advantage to use it against me later on, later after the fact, using stuff against me. So, yep, I don't care if I have 10 offers from people, like, because, I feel like now that I've been by myself, which I feel like I haven't been by myself. Well, I've been by myself for the last, what? It was 5 years at that apartment that I just moved from. Then prior to that, that was 2 years at the other, the place that I was, the place that, why am I saying like, yeah, I know, but the place that I was renting before I moved from the apartment that I was just at, that was 2 years. So that's like 7+ years that I've been by myself, including up to now. So yeah, I mean, it's not easy, but I've been by myself before, like as far as like growing up, and my mom at work and I'm home alone. So I'm to a certain extent. I really am used to it. It's like it's not nothing new to me. I'm a homebody. I'm an introvert. I was about to say extrovert. I can be an extrovert, but it's like when it's something that I really want to do, then I don't mind going out. But I'm a heavy homebody introvert. So, like I said, I'll be home when my mom used to, when I was living at where, who I was raised by. Um, she be at work and I'll be home after school, unless I went to my family house that my immediate family that I went to see on a regular basis. If I wasn't at their house, I was at home. I wasn't trying to be out and about, or I was around people that I was around people that I was around on a regular basis when I was out of school or whatever. If I wasn't around them, I was home. So it's okay. I mean, shoot, it's not gonna kill me. It's only gonna make me stronger. I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody to vindicate me about what I've done in my past. I vindicate myself. I speak for myself. I know that I haven't been what people would love to try to say about somebody, or about how somebody is this, that, and the third, but you know what you did. You the person know what kind of situation or who you chose to deal with and stuff. Like, you, nobody can say that for you but yourself, whether you man or woman. Nobody can say that for you but you. People always gonna try to speak like they was the one, like they was there when you was doing what you was doing, and they not. So they always gonna try to say what somebody is because they think they know, or whatever, this that, and the third. And that could be about anything. That could be about your your intimate, your relationship life, your intimate life, your personal life. That could be about your work life, about whatever. They always gonna try to speak for you, but they wasn't there when you was doing what you was doing, or moving. They wasn't there moving around and doing things for you, or dealing with people for you. You was dealing with them people or doing things for yourself. So, people always gonna try to say whatever, whatever, but you gotta just let it go in one ear and out the other, because you are the one that vindicate for yourself, not somebody else. 9/11 on the clock. You are the one that vindicate for yourself, not nobody else trying to say what they think what they think you is, because somebody else done said this, and been all this he said, she said, and gossiping and all this other stuff. Yeah, that could be all said out there, but that still don't vindicate. That doesn't vindicate you. That doesn't make you what they say you are, or whatever. So I mean, yeah, whoever, they could say whatever they want to say, but you know how you be moving and you know what you be doing. So you know yourself, like, especially if you know that you are a person that you do stuff because you want to, or you don't need nobody to, like, you know I don't know. It's like you don't need nobody to record nothing to like show of who you are. You know who you are. You know what you gonna tolerate or what you did, what you done dealt with. You know your limit or what you not willing to allow, or you know how to, you know, you know how to you know how you have to deal with people through certain situations or stuff like that. So it's like nobody can't vindicate you but yourself. Nobody can vindicate you but yourself. So, somebody always could have something to say about whatever, but it's like, whatever they be trying to say about you is like you could also say that about them.
Phone charging.
But you don't be you don't you don't take all that time and energy to be doing that. So, you know, you just gotta take it in and just let it go out the other ear, 11:11 on the clock. Cause people always gonna talk like they know, as if they were doing stuff for you, like they was living through you, or they was you in your body. They gonna always try to say they know what you was doing and how you was moving and what you was, who you was with, just like all this, stuff that they swear they know for sure, like they was right there, but they wasn't. So, but anyways, I'm just glad. I just thought about that. Like I just wanted to put that on here. Like I'm glad that I'm by myself right now. I might have wanted certain things to go a different way, but I never asked nan person to ever. I never asked. I never begged for nan person, especially persons that I done dealt with, to do anything for me. I've never asked them, unless we was living in the same household together. That's different. You kind of expect for you to go, for certain things to get done. But if I wasn't living with a person in a certain, in a household, meaning outside of me living with my mom, once I got on my own, if I wasn't living with you, well, then I'm not asking you. I never asked nobody to do things for me or certain things for me. So, yeah. So, I'm just glad that I'm on my own, single, not looking to mingle. I'm good. And I take every day one day at a time and just go from there. Yep. And I'm very lucky and blessed to be on earth still as of today, like with everything that's been going on, and just I just got to be very blessed and humble, and just, continue to take it one day at a time and live for me. And then, just go from there, and then just deal with things as they come. And, yep, that's that.